Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Angel Storm. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am talking to you about what can be. I'm talking to you about your possibilities, your imagination, and really where you're directing your thoughts today. So, I want you to think about the way that you think about the narcissist, or the way that you did think about the narcissist if you are no longer with them or involved with them. Many of us who were involved with a narcissist thought to ourselves that, if I just uh, love them more, if I'm just more understanding, if I get more therapy, if I do more things, that will give them the space or the permission to feel like they are valued and loved, and that in turn is going to flow back to me, and this situation is going to be better. So a lot of times what happens is that we've imagined that, by doing these certain things, I'm going to get this end result. So that tells me that we're already very good at seeing the best in a situation. We're very resilient. We're able to get a hold of a vision that we don't see with our natural eyes, but we feel it could be possible in our heart. So we are very good at seeing what could be with a narcissist. And my question to you today is, why are you not that way with yourself? So in other words, you can put all of this energy into seeing the potential with the narcissist, into seeing the future, your future with a narcissist. Why can't you put that same energy into yourself, into your job, into your future? The majority of people that I do one-on-one coaching with will basically say, well, I just don't even know where to start. I can't even think up a plan that would be, effective for me at this point. I feel very hopeless. I feel very depressed. I feel like there's no changing the course of events right now. And yet we know that that feeling is a lie, because if you were able to see the potential in something that had no other way of turning around, in other words, the outcome that you thought was possible with a narcissist was never a possibility. And I've talked about this before in my YouTube videos, because what we failed to realize is that we had two different starting points the entire time that we were in the relationship with a narcissist. And this doesn't matter what type of relationship it was. It could have been a boss, it could have been a coworker, it could have been a romantic relationship. It really doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that they had intentions for you and the role that you would fill in their life that were never in line with what you thought those intentions were. So in other words, your intentions were very different than theirs. And so when that happens, you're at two very different starting points. You're at two very different vantage points. You have two very different end goals for the relationship and the progress made in the relationship. So the process involved in the relationship is automatically going to be different, because you're going to be trying to go over here and the narcissist wants you to go over there. The same is true right now. I know that you're feeling like there's just no way for you to get out of this situation, that there's no way for you to ever regain hope or regain a path forward or vision for your future, or energy, or whatever it is, passion for anything. But that's obviously a lie. If you were able to have that amount of passion for something that could have never yielded the return that you thought it was going to have, you can absolutely have something. You can absolutely start investing that same amount of energy. And right now I'm just talking about your thought energy into something that you are 100% responsible for the outcome of. In other words, you alone are responsible for the outcome of your life. In a relationship, there's another person involved, right? Who gets a voice, who has a say. They can influence the direction and the path forward of that relationship. And so this is important to keep in mind when you are thinking about your future? Why not invest your thought energy into something that is 100% dependent upon what you think about, what you do with your thoughts, and the actions that you put behind your thoughts and words? So I hope that this video kind of reawakens something in you, recognizing that if you had the ability to continuously, maybe even for years, put energy forth into a relationship that could have never ended any different, that you definitely have enough energy, you definitely have enough willpower, you definitely have it within you to start investing that same amount of energy into something that is 100% dependent upon you. Um, when we start getting, whatever we think about grows, right? So when I start thinking about how to make the relationship with the narcissist better, I come up with more ways. Didn't you? I mean, this is very it's unfortunate, but it is very common, right? So we, instead of, I'll try yelling back, I'll try staying silent, I'll try agreeing with everything that they say, I'll try disagreeing with everything they say, I'll try getting a third party involved, right? There's all types of scenarios and situations, creative solutions for the situation with a narcissist that come to your mind, and you actively pursue those things. You actively pursue seeing which one of these things will work. Why not try that for your situation and for your life? I like to tell my clients to come up with a plan, and they get to pick something from their lists that they make part of their plan, but they have to do it every day. So they need to invest in themselves every day, whatever that looks like. Number one, that means setting up a boundary for your time. So as we break a cycle, it can be very difficult for us to just stop cold turkey. So that's okay. We understand that this is going to be a process because we're after sustainability. We're not after instantaneous results. So what we do is that we take time, if you must, to think about the past, to think about the narcissist, but no longer than 7 minutes. And then once those 7 minutes are done, you allot yourself those 7 minutes, just like you would allot yourself a dessert every day, or you would allot yourself, budget time in your schedule for your favorite TV show. The same thing is true. And what you'll find is that once you start budgeting your time in terms of the direction that your thoughts are going, you're going to have a lot more free time to be creative with yourself. Maybe right now you don't know what would make you happy. And so maybe make a list of things that you would like to try. And these don't have to be elaborate things. This can be, I'd like to check out the nature preserve that's, 30 minutes from my house or whatever, and go there for a 10-minute walk or a picnic or whatever. Come up with a list of things that are different. Maybe some are outside, maybe some are indoors, maybe some are artistic, maybe some are like intellectual, where you learn about a new thing, a new subject. You want to give yourself a variety of things because this will help reawaken your creative outlets for yourself, for your life, and for your future. This is especially important to do if you have children, because they are watching you, number one, and the process is much more important than the result. Yes, you want to be healthy for them, but you want to show them that, hey, we can come up with a plan when we don't feel like doing something. I'm sure there were many days when you were with a narcissist, or if you are still with a narcissist, that you don't feel like doing the things that they're telling you to do, and yet you somehow find the energy to do that. So what I'm asking you to do is to start learning how to transform that energy into dedication for yourself that has a 100% guarantee that it's going to work out as long as you do not quit. Whereas with the narcissist, it was 100% not ever going to work out because of the different starting points that we talked about earlier. And so I hope that this video gives you another way to kind of look at the situation that you're in right now and think about the way that you were so creative, so invested into the relationship with a narcissist, and recognize that there's no reason that you cannot be that invested into your own self, your own life, your own future, and the future of your children. It might take a little bit of a jump start. So you might have to start budgeting your time in terms of when you deal with the narcissist, when you think about the narcissist or whatever. But the rest of the time, as long as you have a plan, you can be as creative as you want with the outlets that help feed into what will turn into your passion. Right now, your self-love tank is so low. It's empty. And it doesn't need to stay that way, but you do need to start investing now into that tank so that when you need it, there's more than enough there. Instead of investing all of that into the narcissist love tank, who was only there just to get the energy, just to get what they could get from it, not because they genuinely needed or appreciated you, but they wanted what you had, what you carried. Start pouring that back into yourself and see how quickly your life can change. You guys can absolutely turn your whole situation around as long as you know how to invest your thought energy correctly, and your also your actions. Just as with the narcissist, there were actions behind the words that you were saying, right? You didn't just say, let's go to therapy. You went and found a therapist. The same is true for yourself. Don't just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this. Actually follow up with it. You have to follow through. Learn this actually physically in your brain starts building back trust for yourself as well. So when you make a commitment to yourself, imagine it would be as if you were making the commitment to the narcissist in terms of the level of dedication that you had to it. So start investing back into yourself and you'll find out really quickly what could be. I hope this video helped you, and if you guys haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel below by turning on the little bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video to this channel.